So I just came back from Cutie Cinderella Streamer Awards and had just an amazing time. And somehow I won Best Speedrun Streamer of the Year. Now, I know looking online it was a shock for everybody, but I just want to assure you it was mostly a shock to me. But I just wanted to make a quick video about what that experience was like for me, what the Twitter response is like, and maybe even push us speedrunners to be a little bit more thoughtful about how we engage on speedrunning on like a larger scale and what that really looks like to people. But first, if you watch my stream at all post Streamer Awards nomination, you would know that I was hardcore pushing for Green Suigi. So if you don't know, Green Suigi got 5 out of 5 main category SM64 world records, which is, it's like beyond unbelievable in Super Mario 64. SM64 is one of the most popular speedrun games, and for someone to be like not only high level but the top of the top in every single category is incredible. So I, of course, just like a lot of you guys, really thought Suigi deserved a lot more recognition as a whole. So, of course, I thought it would be amazing for him to win this award. So, basically, when I was at the Streamer Awards, sitting for Best Speedrun Streamer, I thought it was going to be a 0% chance I win. And for those of you that are familiar with the stream, every time I'm nominated for an award, I do this, like, joke where I get really upset when I lose. So, I want to walk you through what it was like to prepare for a bit, have it flop because I win.
Squeex!
Instantly, hand in face. I just instantly think, oh God, oh no. Like, how on earth is this gonna happen? How did this happen? And you can see it. And I think I turned to Simon to go like, what the fuck? It was crazy to me. But fast forward a little bit. I go on stage, and at this point, listen, I thought I wasn't going to win. I drank a lot of alcohol. All right? It's no lie. That being said, I think the speech went really well. But, in this moment, I wanted to express my gratitude to Mario 64 speedrunning as a whole. I'm a massive fan of speedrunning. It's like my main category that I watch on Twitch. I myself have speedrun for 3 years. I know all of the Mario 64 speedrunners. I watch them all. And so I wanted to give an homage, but just note, I was very drunk.
That's for sure. No, I want to dedicate this peepo to the Super Mario 64 speedrunning community. I'm barely a speedrunner, it's no lie, and the people that spend every day and pretty much their whole life coming up with skips is such a huge inspiration for dumbasses like me to make stupid jokes. So shout out to the guys at home, and shout out to Green Suigi. Can we get a round of applause? Who got every single SM64 speedrunning category. And
so, like, I wanted to be respectful. I didn't want to, like, delegitimize the show or be a, spit in the face of people who voted for me by making, like, some stupid joke. But I was, in all honesty, I was really appreciative that people voted for me and thought for me. Do I think I deserve it as much as Suigi? No, of course not. But honored nonetheless. So you can tell I was pretty divided. But holy shit, the response to me winning, as someone who I like to think that I champion speedrunning. Whenever I speak to streamers, they ask me, hey, what is speedrunning? And I want to be a good representative for speedrunning as a whole. For example, I was speaking to Quackity, a Minecrafter, who was inquiring all about SM64 speedrunning, and I was so happy to tell him about it because I genuinely, in my core, think it's an awesome thing. But holy shit, when the Streamer Awards official account tweeted out that I won, the reaction was absurd. For example, 232,000 followers versus 46,000 followers. That's what it came down to. Nothing else. Not what the person did this year or anything else. The best speedrunner of all time, the Tom Brady, Lionel Messi of speedrunning in his best year, didn't win. Kind of revolting, if you ask me. Holy shit. Now, I understand people being frustrated, but to be so negative and to be so cynical, I think is a really, really bad look. And, you might be saying Squeex is just a random account, random isolation. These have so many likes. 345 likes. And at the time when this was announced, that was a whole lot. And he wasn't alone. Like, people quote retweeting it. Popularity contest greater than one of the greatest speedrun feats ever, I guess. Yikes. It's just this negativity that, I was a little shocked by. I had to respond. So I respond, don't underestimate my speedrunning ability. My SM64 time is so good, I haven't been able to beat it in years. which is fine. But, speedrunners as a whole, and I've been in these speedrunning circle for a while, we champion inclusivity. I think it's an amazing thing. But for some reason, when we speak about casual runners or variety streamers that dabble in speedrunning, all of a sudden we become this exclusionary community that's like, no, you're not a real speedrunner unless you do X or Y or Z. That being said, do I think Green Squeex is an amazing runner who deserves recognition? Unabashedly, without a doubt in my mind. And then here's crazy ones. I got a little taste into crazy. Look at the dude's speedrun.com page. Hasn't logged a run in over a year, and his most competitive time ranks number 193. I feel like this category could be more objective. Yeah, but here's my my rebuttal. If you want objectively, who's the best speedrunner? We have speedrun.com. I understand. I'm not as good of a speedrunner as everybody else in the category, without a doubt. And then here we go, a bastion of sanity. Mystery solved. He hangs out with Pokemon's friends. Which, I feel like this is just bait or just someone who's unaware that this is just fan voted. It's not, there's no one behind the scenes picking and choosing who wins and who doesn't. I've been nominated 3 times in this category, and let me tell you, it might be shocking to those at home. I won't say names, but you talk to a lot of these speedrunners who are nominated, and many of them, don't want to win because of backlash. And every single year when the Streamer Awards happens and someone wins Speedrunner of the Year, instantly they're met with such cynicism and negativity. Whether it's Virtual, whether it's Point Crow, that we basically put their accolades up on a whiteboard and find reasons to not call them a speedrunner, which is crazy to me because speedrunning should be this place where we celebrate everybody at all skill levels, no matter what game. And it keeps on going. Squeex isn't even a speedrunner. He's an amazing guy. Clearly. Okay, well, thank you. But Squeegee is the most talented speedrunner we've ever seen. Hey, I understand that, but to say I'm not a speedrunner was shocking to me. Because I've speedran, Also, I want to go back and I want to show you guys, Grand Pooh Bear, who I respect immensely. He's done a lot for speedrunning live. He said he had the foresight of predicting a sane response. But one thing that I didn't quite understand was this note that he said that it's frustrating for the community and I understand why, but it's also just a popularity contest, and we aren't as popular as anyone who moonlights as a speedrunner. And he's super nice to me, and I really appreciate it. But I don't like this idea of moonlighting as a speedrunner. Like, if you have a live split up, even if it's a meme category or whatever, you are a speedrunner. I've been in so many different gaming communities and gaming niches, but for some reason in speedrunning, there's this hard distinction between someone who can actually call themselves a speedrunner and someone who's like, oh, I'm not sure, does this count or whatever. In any other gaming circle, there's no division there. You're a Counter-Strike player, even if you're the shittiest rank or the highest rank. So that was a little disappointing. And that's not true. There's a lot of really sane takes where people were disappointed, but they said things in a positive way. Rename it to the Cutie Cinderella Friends Award. Suigi was robbed. Once again, Cutie doesn't have to put on the show. She doesn't have to, even include speedrunning on the show at all. But at least me, who's been a fan of speedrunning since the early days, it's so nice that a show that has, 500,000 people watching, we get to have our own spotlight as a community. Now, I'm not just backing myself up. I love that. I kind of love the Twitter drama. I love the Twitter hate. But I'm just imagining, if the speedrun category of the Streamer Awards is always this negative, I don't want my friends to win this. Like, I don't want someone to win this in the future because this sort of scrutiny is a little, it's a little insufferable. Why is he nominated? Serious question. Embarrassing. Oh yeah, well, I did hit my speedrun minimum hours. That being said, I do a lot of stuff on stream. I do a lot of collabs. I do a lot of variety, but I think this is fair. But once again, it's fan voted. So what can I say? And then this is crazy. What the hell? Give it to him because he's brown? Oh my god! I mean, this is what some of these comments caught me by storm. But you know, I just wanted to say, like, I want to make this quick little video that the response to this is disappointing, in my opinion, as a speedrun fan. Not because it's me, but rather because I think it's a bad look for speedrunning as a whole. You know, ever since I started watching Twitch, speedrunning has been at the forefront. Zaglemic, Narcissa Wright, Clint Stevens, and all these people. It used to be the hub. It used to be like sort of the matinee, the important show of Twitch. And over time, as more people come to Twitch, I think we should do a better job of introducing the new people to speedrunning without being so gatekeepy or without being so judgmental. So my ask for the speedrunning community as a whole is, you know, next time someone wins the speedrunning award, we should celebrate it regardless of who it is, because speedrunning is a cool hobby, and I seriously, sincerely think that it's one of the best parts of Twitch and the internet. Some of the most fun I've ever had was in a Discord call with a variety of Mario 64 speedrunners, just varying skills, shooting this shit, playing our game, and it's something that I think deserves recognition, and I think it deserves celebration at a larger scale. So if you guys want to use the Streamer Awards to be an active celebration, I think that'll be a really positive thing. Some people are watching, you know? It's a cool thing. But I did want to also give some time to talk about some of the Mario 64 streamers who I think I watch and I think are incredible for a variety of reasons. First and foremost, Green Suigi. Green Suigi is such a competitive Mario speedrunner, and a comment that I saw that really pissed me off was like, oh, Squeex is the entertainer and Suigi's just a speedrunner. Motherfucker, Suigi is so entertaining as well. He's amazing. Entertainment doesn't just mean like making funny noises and collabing with streamers. It can also just be you're so good at the game and he says like funny stuff. So big shout out to Green Suigi. I think he's an incredible speedrunner and like the nicest person ever. Also, another speedrunner I want to highlight is Squimmy. Squimmy, not a world record contender, but every time I tune into his stream, he's always on green splits. He has an amazing chat community. He's super engaging, and I think he's an amazing streamer. The next one I would say is Sarah Starenka. Sarah, also a patriot of the United States, I guess. Don't ask her where she was in January 6th, but Sarah is an amazing streamer as well. She's so engaging. She's so funny with her chat, and I believe she should be highlighted as well. Another one who I love to watch is Callie. Callie is super unique because in SM64, a lot of people think there's really rigid strats and ways to play, but Callie breaks the mold. If you watch Callie for a long time, you'll see him do things that only Callie does for saving maybe a second or two, or even none at all, just for like cool movement and swag. There's so many other. Punkation is doing a subathon right now, and he's playing a variety of games, and if you don't catch him playing Mario, you'll catch him playing Elden Ring. He's one of the best Mario players, and he's an all-around talented guy, and he's been around, an OG of Twitch. And finally, Cheese. Cheese is one of the first people I watched play Mario on Twitch. Incredibly talented, incredibly funny, one of the most charismatic Mario runners of all time. There's so many more Mario runners I'd like to highlight, but basically the summary of the video that I'm making is speedrunning is a special thing, and we should elevate positivity, especially on Twitter, and especially in our reaction to people, because I think it's worth being positive, and it looks nicer on the larger scale. If we really care about speedrunning, it's something that I think we should push towards. So thanks so much for watching. I don't make videos like this, so I'm sorry if I'm a little awkward talking into the camera or if I'm a little ranty, but it's genuinely something I'm passionate about, and truly something I was a little disappointed to see as a speedrunner myself. But thanks so much for watching. Peace.